there, and welcome to Storybook Crochet. In this video, we are going to be learning how to create the beautiful Alpine Crochet stitch. This textured stitch adds depth and a gorgeous pattern to your crochet projects, whether you're making scarves, blankets, or even clothing. I'll walk you through each step from the basic foundation to completing the stitch and share some helpful tips along the way. So for today's project, I am using a worsted yarn, and I'm also using a USH hook. You're also going to need to grab some scissors and a yarn needle to weave in the ends at the end of your project. So to get started with today's stitch tutorial, we are going to start by making a slip knot. And then you're going to want to make your chain in an odd number of chains. So making sure your last chain ends in an odd number. I'm going to put a chart up on the screen right now so you can look at to see what size blanket that you want to make, if that's what you're wanting to make with this stitch. So go ahead and look at that chart and see what your measurement needs to be, just making sure that your last chain ends in an odd number. Alright, you should now have your chain complete and ready to go to start row number 1. So we're going to start out by working in the 4th chain from our hook. So this first chain is right here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to start by making a double crochet into that 4th chain. So you're going to yarn over, find that 4th chain and insert your hook. Grab your yarn and pull it through. You now have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops there, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops. And that has completed your first double crochet. Our first chain here that we have will count as a double crochet for this row. Then to complete row 1, you're just going to double crochet in each chain across. So I'll show you how to do one more double crochet, and then you'll just complete that in each chain across. So go ahead and yarn over, insert your hook into that next chain there, pull your loop through. You'll have your 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, and then pull through the last 2 loops. So we've made our second double crochet. So you're just going to repeat that process until you get to the very last chain, make your last double crochet, and then I'll show you how to start row number 2. Now that we're at the end of row 1, this is what that should look like. We're going to go ahead and chain 1 and then turn our piece over. And that chain 1 does not count as a stitch in that row. Alright, so our next step, we're going to go into that same stitch as our chain, and we're going to make a single crochet in that very first stitch there. Alright, you will now just repeat that across. So you're just putting 1 single crochet in each stitch across for row number 2. So go ahead and complete your second row and we'll meet back at the very end. Your last single crochet is going to go in the top of that chain from the beginning round. So just go in that very last chain there and make your last single crochet, and that will complete row number 2. Alright, to begin row number 3, we're going to start by chaining 2. And then you're going to turn your work over. So here is where our alpine stitch comes together. So our very first stitch is going to be a double crochet. We're going to work around the post of the very first double crochet that we made from row number 1. So you're going to yarn over and insert your hook underneath that double crochet, the very first one you created. You're going to pull your yarn up, and then you're going to yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the first 2. So we've created that double crochet around that post of that first double crochet that we made. Alright, and that is our first stitch made. So if you look behind it, you'll see the stitch that we did not work in. We're going to skip that stitch, and then we're going to make a double crochet in the next stitch after that. So just a normal double crochet in the very next stitch. And then we're just going to repeat that across. So we're going to make our next long double crochet here, we're going to skip this next double crochet from row 1 and go into the next one. And you're going to make your double crochet around that. All right, and then again, if you look behind, we'll skip that stitch that's right behind that one and double crochet in the next one. And you just keep repeating that. So down below, skip the next double crochet and double crochet around the one after that. And then make your regular double crochet. So go ahead and work your double crochets completely across the row, and I will show you how to finish off row number 3. All right, your last stitch at the end of row number 3 will just be a regular double crochet in the very last stitch of that round. And that completes row number 3. You can already see the texture starting to take form. All right, for row number 4, we're going to chain 1 and turn our piece over. And for this row, we're just going to single crochet across. So go into that first stitch there, make a single crochet, and just continue to the very end of row number 4 with 1 single crochet in each stitch across. All right, starting row number 5, we're going to start by chaining 2 and turning our piece over. Now this time we're going to start with a double crochet in the very first stitch. So we're going to go into this stitch right here. So go ahead and yarn over and make your first regular double crochet. And then after this, we're going to go to the row below, 2 rows below, in that unworked double crochet right below, and then you're going to grab that and make your long double crochet. All right, and you're just going to repeat the same process. So you're going to skip the stitch behind that and then work your regular double crochet into the next one. And then you'll go in, you can see you are going in between the 2 long ones that you made previously in the stitch right between those. So you're alternating where your regular double crochets are and where your longer double crochets are. All right, so just repeat this across until you get to the end of the row, and I'll show you how to finish that off. All right, to finish off row number 5, you're going to just make a regular double crochet in that very last stitch there. So you should have 2 double crochets in a row at the very end. And then you're just going to chain 1 and turn your piece over. So at this point, you're just going to want to repeat rows 2 through 5 over and over again until you get the desired length of your project. So you'll just want to go back and re-watch those if you need a little more help or understanding on how to complete each of those rows. And that's it. Now you've mastered the Alpine crochet stitch. I hope you had fun learning this beautiful and textured stitch. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell notification so you never miss a new tutorial. If you have questions, you can comment down below, or you can share your projects with me on TikTok or Instagram at Storybook Crochet. I'd love to see what you're creating. As always, thanks for watching, happy crocheting, and I will see you in the next video.
We can be alone in the castle in the sky. We can run